Hey guys, Adam Ottinger here with ProductiveGamer.com, and today we're going to be looking at Rust. Rust is currently available through Steam, and it is an early access game. Now, I tend to shy away from early access games because I don't like to invest a lot of time into the game knowing that it's not fully complete. But I can tell you, Rust, after reading many reviews and at the price point it was at, I had to scoop it up just to test it out. Rust is far from a tested game. In other words, it's almost complete. It feels like a complete game. It's solid. I've only come across a few minor things here and there, a few little bugs. Nothing major though. Nothing that broke the game. And it is just, this thing feels better. It's in alpha testing, and I've played games that are in beta testing that has felt farther from a complete game than Rust does currently in alpha. And I can tell you the developers are active. They're constantly releasing updates and different things. You can see here in the middle of the screen, this update was 4 days ago. So they're releasing updates and constantly making the game better, and it does feel like a complete game. Once again, I shy away from those early access games. Guys, I would highly recommend, if that's you who shies away from those, I highly recommend you scoop this game up, as it feels almost 100% complete. So, with that being said, let's dive into this. So when you log in, you're going to have your screen here. It's going to give you some different stats, fun stats to look at. I have died a total of 162 times. I've only been on the game for about 4 days now. And this is Rust right here. You're going to die a whole lot. It's just you pitted against a bunch of other people / wilderness, grizzly bears, wolves, all that good stuff. Let's see, I've killed 40 other people, so my KD's pretty rough there. And I have been killed by 7 wolves. And there's nothing more fun than out chopping trees and a wolf gets a hold of you, sneaks up behind you. Anyways, so diving into it. First thing you'll be able to do is come over and select the server. Official servers here are just that. They're official servers. It's rare they go down, with the exception of a wipe, which I will explain a little bit in detail. But basically, as you build stuff, every so often the server will announce a wipe, and they will just wipe the server clean, and everyone starts back from zero. Now, it's not an RPG, with the exception of learning how to craft different things. That's really about the only way you develop your character. So it's not like you lose much. You do build a house and things like that, so you'll lose a little bit, but it's not like, you know, an RPG where you fully develop their attributes and things like that. You're literally just going to be losing material items that you can get back, for the most part, pretty quick if there's a wipe. So they'll wipe them occasionally just to clean it up, because there'll be a bunch of abandoned user-created houses and different things like that. So, but they'll go in and wipe it. So the official servers here is what I have been playing on, and you can see your player population here, and the ping, how great your connection is going to be to that particular server. There's also maps where you have like Facepunch New York here, and then Facepunch New York Small. And with this is just a smaller version of this map here. And smaller versions of maps mean a lot more people, a lot more compact, a lot more action, a lot more chaos. I've been playing on a small server, and I've played on a large server where I've been able to build, and for the most part kind of left alone, and then I can go out, and I've run across a few people here and there. On a small map, it is you will run across people left and right, you'll get killed, and anyways, it's a blast, at the same time very frustrating. So you can pick which one you prefer. You got community servers over here hosted by folks like you and I. Then you have modded servers. Now, modded servers will have different mods in here that will allow you to, so in this case right here, you gather resources in the game. This one is there'll be a ×4 multiplier on gathering. So if you're, which we'll get into, but if you're smacking a rock against a tree collecting 10 wood at a time on a normal server, you'll be getting 40 wood at a time here. And so there's all kind of different mods people add that can really add a lot of fun to the game. Highly recommend you dive into some of these, figure out what they are. Some of them will allow you to teleport to friends instantly. Well, there's a 30-second delay, but it'll allow you to meet up with your friends a lot quicker, and different things that just don't totally take away from the game, but maybe streamline some of the processes. This one here has Insta, which when you're crafting items in the game will allow you to instantly craft them without a time limit, because it takes time to craft some of the items. So anyways, different things to check out there. Highly recommend diving into some of these, but for the most part, hopped on official server, and you can kind of just select one. For now, we'll just pick this guy and we'll jump in. Alright, so we've spawned. You wake up, and a lot of times you wake up on a beach and there are other players around you, but in this case, kind of on earlier in the morning. Most gamers probably still asleep, doing other things, not sure, but anyways, as it stands right now, I've got the beach uncontested. Alright. Now, one exciting factor for some of you people out there, for dudes who like other dudes, or maybe chicks who like dudes, you're running around and you are butt naked. Yes. Now, you can only be men, so there's no females running around yet butt naked, but yeah, as you can tell, we're butt naked, and you have a rock and a torch. How exciting is that, right? Now, Rust, what is it about? It is all about just surviving, just trying to live. Okay, there we go. There's one of my buddies. He's got a crossbow, and this is Rust right here in a nutshell. You with a rock, someone else with a crossbow. Let's see. I don't know if he's going to try and kill me or not. You can talk with him. Hey, buddy, what's going on? He chooses not to talk back to me. Okay. All right. So in Rust, you're going to start out. You're going to try and gather resources. For instance, this is a rock right here. You'll see it's got a health bar, just how much rock it has left. So as I smash a rock with a rock, I start to collect stone, metal ore, sulfur ore. Biggest thing early on I'm looking for is stone. So you start out with a rock. You're going to be able to craft in this game, which I'll cover here in just a little bit. But you're going to go along, you're going to smash stuff, you're going to find trees. You'll see if I smash this tree, start to get wood. I also have health in the bottom right hand corner. I have thirst and hunger. So with thirst and hunger, obviously you got to eat and drink to stay alive. Your health is what is going to keep you alive. Once that reaches 0, you're in bad shape, you're dead. Alright, so as you're collecting resources, you can look around, you're going to see a lot of player built housing already. Servers go through wipes where they'll clean every bit of this out, but I don't know how far this server's into playing. Of course, it doesn't take too long to get a house up and running, depending on how well you can avoid dying and things like that. But it's got a pretty good crafting system after you gather resources. You see my inventory here. This is kind of the stuff I've been collecting there. You can come over here to you can sort it by however you want to do it, but here's all. These are the things I can currently build. So I can build a wooden arrow, but that doesn't do me a whole lot of good. I don't have a bow. You can buy, build weapons and stuff later, but starting out, you want to work on building a house like a lot of these folks have built, but you can come through here and see, you can buy, eventually build clothes, which will boost your armor and different protections against the different elements and things over here. You can build weapons, which if you come through here, there's your weapons there. Ammo for your weapons. Bandages, keep you alive a little longer in case you're out, you get attacked. A couple of the different resource gathering tools. This will allow you to gather resources much faster. Then all your clothes you can build. Then you get into the different gunpowder, fuel, paper, things you can refine from basic materials. Then you get into, you can build a campfire, which you can put meat on to cook it, allowing you to eat that to cure your hunger, health, all that good stuff. Furnace. Hear that gunshot off in the background. You'll hear a lot of that as we play. Repair bench, maps. I mean, there's all kind of stuff. Sleeping bag. This will allow you to respawn once you make this. You can place it on the ground. That'll basically create you a spawn point. Very useful to have. Of course, it can be destroyed, so you can lose it as well. It's good to hide those. So then you get into your what you can actually craft over here as far as housing and stuff goes. Different things you can add to your house. But let's fast forward a little bit, and I'll show you guys currently where I'm at in the game and the different things you can do. Alright, so with Rust, you're wanting to build a shelter pretty quick to protect you from other players. from grizzly bears, from wolves, really mostly other players. And you want to kind of establish yourself some kind of way so that way you can have a place you can call home. You can build chests, store some of your supplies. Because if someone was to kill you right now, they could literally take everything from your inventory. So to get that going, you start out with paper. It's super easy to get started. Paper, and then you eventually get these building plans right here with paper. And just going to run you through. So building a house in here is really simple to do, and really comes together nicely. You start out with a foundation. It shows you the different options you can build here, but really simple to do. So we'll just start out with a basic foundation. You can build it as big as you want, as simple as you want, or as large as you want. You can go up with stairs. So I could have a 2-story house, 3-story house. Shoot, there's people on here that build skyscrapers, So anyways, you slap up a section with a door. You can put you a nice little window over here that we can look out. Yay. Of course, at the same time, people can climb in. You can build window shutters and things like that to keep people out. They have to destroy that first. So as you can see, the building process is pretty easy. You can slap a roof on it, or put you another floor up top here. Or come through and build the roof. The roofs are a little tricky here, but overall not too bad to place once you get it figured out. There it goes. And build the roof on. And there we go. We have a basic house. Of course, this house isn't going to last long. You can see here the health of it is right in the top center of the screen there. 10 of 10. If I hit this thing a few times with even my rock, it's going to go down pretty fast. So what you'll end up doing is building a hammer. If I have enough, let's see if I have enough here. I don't. I'll fast forward. I'll show you guys how to upgrade walls here shortly, but so you can literally come through and destroy other people's bases. But if I was to go up to this guy's base, he has sheet metal foundation on the bottom here and stone up top, and somebody's been hacking at it. But you can see here my rock is doing nothing to that sheet metal there. So he's upgraded his walls, and it would take me forever to smash through with this rock. So by the time I finally, after about 500 rocks later, I'm sure he probably would have come out and killed me. Would have probably taken me days to get through there with just rocks. So that's kind of the building process. Here's actually the house we're working on currently. Look how beautiful that thing is. Oh man. So you can see we've gotten sheet metal flowing on our house here. You can build doors, but anybody can open doors. But you start to put locks on them, and then you can keep people out. So you start off with you'll eventually make the basic lock, which will require you to make a key. And with the key, you will be able to unlock your door. At the same time, though, you have to keep the key in your inventory. So if you die, people can take the key off your inventory. And if you're nearby your house, they will try and guess at which house you're in possibly, and they'll be able to gain entry into your house. But we have metal doors, and we have keyed locks that are non-keyed locks rather, that you actually use a key code to unlock with. So all you have to do is plug in the key code one time, and then the game remembers that you do know the code to this door, and you're good to go. So you can change the code if need be, but there's not really any reason to. It's 4 digits long, so very hard, very unlikely that somebody's going to be able to figure out your code. But anyways, so here's our humble abode so far. We've got iron walls, sheet metal walls, rather, and I've got some wood flooring that we're still working on. Come up here to our second floor. Once again, you can build it as big or as small as you want. Pretty crummy upstairs. We haven't got it going yet, but third floor up there. So just to kind of show you what you're up against, what you can build. Put windows. There's the window grates on there. Let me see. I've got a hammer down here. I can show you guys how to upgrade walls. So you can build chests in the game. Right here's the different stuff that we've got going on. We've just stored some things in here, resources, as we're moving along. Alright, grab this hammer. If I come up here, now with the hammer, that's what you're going to use to upgrade. So I can upgrade this wall to stone, because I currently have 1,000 stone on me, as you can see in the middle there, but it will cost me 300 stone. So slap that puppy on there, and we have a stone wall. So you're going to want to, like I said, upgrade your walls pretty early on, at least to wood. When you start out, they're just going to be basic with 10 health, and then you're going to have wood. You can upgrade to wood walls, which will increase them up to 250 health. That'll keep your basic people out of there that have rocks or hatchets. It'll take them a while to get through there. So that is the basics of building. Rust makes it really easy to build houses. It's just tough getting started, getting a lock on your door, and not dying with your key until you can eventually start smelting, which you'll be able to build a furnace and start to smelt different things. We've got metal shards here, metal fragments, which will allow you to upgrade into metal walls and get you a keypad lock. Combat in Rust is an absolute blast. It's one of those deals, kill or be killed. It's one of the main aspects of the game, because if you're not killing other people or defending yourself, you're more than likely getting killed. I know my first day I probably got killed 20 times before I got a house set up and got really established and secured. But as you go throughout, you build better weapons. You eventually get to pistols, research gunpowder, pistols, bullets, all that stuff. Now, sound is your best friend in this game. As you can hear someone off in the distance. So now I'm going to go try and kill this guy to take what he's got. Of course, this is how combat usually goes for me. I see him with a crossbow there. He ends up seeing me as well, comes up and kills me. There's also melee combat. So here I have a hatchet. I happen to find a random loot box which spawns in deserted towns. But I see these other people down here. And you can crouch, reducing your footstep noise. So I run up and start attacking them. They're trying to attack me. We look kind of rough there in the old combat, but give them the old oop-de-oop. Hide around here, boom. Catch that guy right in the face. Finish him off with my hatchet. I get shot with an arrow, then I get that guy. Oh yeah. So I take them both out. I end up bleeding out. I go to loot them to try to get their stuff. I end up bleeding out. But I had a sleeping bag nearby. I was able to respawn and go back and loot their body. So guys, this is Rust. I highly recommend you scoop up this game. It is awesome. My name is Adam Ottinger with Productive Gamer. If you like the review, please hit the like button down below and go get naked, grab you a rock and a torch, and have some fun.